Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is that you are clicking on this video. Of course, my name is Christine Austin-Ill, and today I am bringing you a recording of a funeral director. Yes, a funeral director. We actually had a funeral director come to our office and talk to us about the process that a loved one has to go through. Now, a lot of times, life insurance agents are not really doing the best job that they can in the field because they don't even know what the process is for a loved one because they never had to deal with being financially responsible for a funeral or cremation. So guys, stay tuned. Make sure you are listening. Rewind it and play it a couple times. This is very important, and I pray that it helps you guys in your business to really help individuals know how serious it is to get these things done and get this insurance, particularly final expense insurance, in place today. So make sure you leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about this audio, but I put pictures to it to help you guys visually. And I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Peace.
It calls us. The first thing we have to do is, one, get verification from the family that they want to use our services for sure. The second is we have to contact wherever the deceased is, whether it be at home, at a nursing home, at a hospital, to find out if that body is released to us. From there, we'll go out, pick up the body, transport it back to the funeral home. Then we would start the embalming process if the family authorizes it and wants to have a viewing. Under Pennsylvania law, you do not have to be embalmed if you're going to have a cremation. The only way that you would definitely have to be embalmed is if there's going to be any type of public viewing. Okay. From there, then we have to get together with the family, meet them, go over all the information, biographical information that we need to complete the death certificate, the obituary. Once we have all of their wishes in place as far as when they want to have viewing services, then we have to get in contact with the priest or the church, the minister, the cemetery, the vault company, the newspaper obituary, the organist, order flowers, the whole 9 yards. After everything is in place, then we can get the obituary ran in the newspaper, because the last thing you want to do, and I've known from experience, is put some days and times in there and not verify with the minister. They get back to you and they don't like it. Okay. Then the day of the viewing, we always have the family come in about an hour prior to the public viewing. That way we can make sure everything is to their satisfaction before the public starts arriving. Have the viewing. Usually the funeral is the next morning. Again, we have the family come in a little bit earlier. They can have some private time, again, before public starts arriving. Have the funeral, go to the cemetery, and then normally families do have a luncheon afterwards. Any questions? Yes, sir.
So let's say the individual passes away in the home.
Yes.
As far as the transportation, what is the process of moving the body, and what is the status of the body throughout the process?
Well, first, if they pass away at home, there's two folks that can release the body to us. One is a hospice nurse. If the person is terminally ill, was under hospice care, they are permitted to release the body to the funeral home. If the person was not under hospice care, then the county coroner or medical examiner would have to be called. They would have to come to the house, pronounce the death, and then release the body. Okay. Before they will release the body, though, if there are any unforeseen circumstances, any unusual circumstances surrounding the death, they may want to do an autopsy or a post-mortem examination. That then gets a little more tricky on my end because it's a little bit more work for me, but that's what I'm here for.
Whenever you sit down with the family and they come into your place, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about the steps there as far as the insurance policy, finding out about insurance.
Death certificates.
Death certificate. So when they come into your place, they add, sorry for your loss, but do you ask how you're going to pay for things?
Yes and no.
Go for it.
We go through all the arrangements, and even before they come in, we ask them, do you have life insurance policies? If they say yes, we tell them bring them along. We can take care of all the paperwork. We can handle everything for you.
If they say no?
If they say no, then we ask, how do they plan on taking care of it?
Okay.
Whether
If they've got to scrape money together, what do you usually do personally? If they've got, it's going to take some time. I mean, it's going to take a week. It's going to take something. What do you do as a funeral director?
And I've ran into that where I've sat down with the family, gave them a total. Well, we don't have that kind of money. Then I say, well, let's rethink everything and readjust the services. Whether we have to move from traditional burial to some form of a cremation service. A lot of folks think, when they think cremation, they think direct cremation, no viewing, no service, which is completely untrue. You can have a day of viewing, service the following day, and then a cremation. Traditional funeral with cremation services. That'll save you about $4,000.
If a family says, we got $2,000 and we can make payments on the rest, what do you say personally? I'm sorry to put you on the hot seat,
No,
but
that's okay.
this is the stuff that we need to know.
The person, the job that I work at now, he does not accept any form of payment other than payment in full.
Say that one more time.
Yep.
He does not accept any type of payment plan. It is payment in full.
So I have
Cash or credit?
I have $2,000 that my family has scraped together. What can you do for us?
We can do a direct cremation.
That's about it.
That's it.
Any
No
other
viewing,
questions?
no services, return the cremains to the family.
Do you take credit?
We take cash, debit, credit. We do insurance assignments on verified policies. We work with a third-party company that we send them the information on the policy. They verify it with the insurance company. They get back to us. Then we can move forward.
If an insurance policy has been in force for less than 2 years, do you pursue things any different? Do you go about things any differently?
We still verify it with the third-party company, and they will get back to us and say, well, there's only $2,500 in this policy instead of $10,000 that the face amount is.
Okay, and then you inform the company, the client what's going on, and then you move from there.
Yes.
Let's say they assign the policy to you, and they have a policy. It's been in force for 2 years. It's a $15,000 policy.
Yes.
Let's say it's a $20,000 policy. The funeral comes to $12,000.
Mm-hmm.
Because they signed it over, well, then what then happens to the
Yeah,
other
what happens with an assignment?
with the remaining amount?
The $12,000 for the funeral is paid directly from the third-party company to the funeral home. The additional $8,000 is paid directly to the beneficiary from the insurance company.
Not you. Right.
Now, the third-party company, they front us the money, they pay us within 24 hours. The remaining balance in there that's paid to the beneficiary is on the insurance company to pay, and it can take up to 6 to 8 weeks.
What fees are involved since that company then pays you in 24 hours?
What third-party company
There's
is this? This is an insurance company, or?
It's called Assurance Funeral Funding.
Oh, okay.
Insurance. Okay.
Yes.
How is the third party, and I don't know if you know this or not, but how are they getting paid then? If
They one of their forms that we complete is an assignment reassignment. So we assign the funeral home the portion for the funeral, and then the third-party company, they have a reassignment from the actual insurance company to get paid from them.
How much is the fee involved in that?
3%.
It's 3%.
3% on the total money.
On the
funds.
total
On
of
what
the
you're getting
funeral.
paid.
On the
Right.
total
Total
funeral.
of the funeral.
3% of the cost of the funeral.
So if it's a $10,000 funeral, it's $300.
$300, right?
Yes.
And that's coming from you guys. That would be coming from the funeral.
Yes.
Mm,
Well, we
that
charge
doesn't
the
mean
3%.
I mean, you charge it in your
fee.
in
Well,
your fee.
we get charged that from the third-party company, from Assurance.
Okay.
We pass that fee on to the
So
family.
yeah,
Onto the
the family pays it in the end.
Right.
Yeah.
It comes out of the funds. It comes out of the insurance policy.
Yeah.
And you're saying the time that it takes for that to happen typically is how long?
Usually 24 hours.
That you get paid.
Yes.
And you have no idea how long they wait.
No.
Have you ever had a scenario where the life insurance policy didn't pay out to the assurance funeral group, but you already have your money?
Yes.
What happens there?
Then Assurance chargebacks the funeral home.
Oh.
Ooh, you eat it.
Yes.
Whoa.
So then we go back
To
to the family.
And then what do? Hey, we only had that 2,000. We told you that, guys. In the
What
beginning.
happened was,
And that's one thing with the funeral
Has that ever
business
happened?
is we cannot, like a house, we cannot go and repossess.
holy crap.
We can't go
Yeah.
to the cemetery and take back what we
So
handle.
once again, guys, this is why I'm saying, The funeral home's receivables is up there, because how many times does that happen? How many has it happened to you personally?
Quite a few. Before we started, about 3 years ago, we started payment in full, the day of the arrangements.
Who pays
Bottom
that?
line.
You want the family to pay that?
Yes.
So even if they have an insurance policy, you want the family to pay that?
Either the family can pay it with a check and avoid the 3% fee, or we can use the insurance policy and add the 3% fee.
I knew that answer, I just wanted to get it from you, because
Yeah.
that is awesome. Everything that we have been talking about, guys, is verified with this man right here. But once again, you cannot hate this guy, because he's in business. He's feeding his family too. It's the insurance companies that are screwing everybody. They want to find out, they want to rent an MIB, they want to look for pre-existing conditions. They want to see if there's a reason not to pay the claim. If they don't pay that claim and just return back premiums, who's screwed? He's screwed and the family is screwed. This is what happens. How important or how nice would it be for you to get real settlement from an insurance company in 24 hours?
That'd be great.
That's what we got.
How long does it normally take you to get money from an insurance company?
Without the front money from assurance, usually about 4 to 6 weeks.
Wow. Okay.
I want to thank you, man. Seriously.
Awesome.
Oh, God. Big country, big country.
How long does it take? I have one more question. How long does it take to get a death certificate?
That all depends on how soon the doctor signs the certificate.
Okay.
I've waited 4 days for a doctor to sign a certificate, and
Okay.
I've had it in 3 hours.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Good stuff. Why don't you guys? Yeah.
All right, guys. I thank you. Seriously.